Straight No Chaser is a story that I think we all know, or at least have heard about. When on the surface a relationship seems beautiful and endless, but on the ground it's become cold and lifeless. I was watching a talk show a while ago, and in the talk show there was a guest who sort of had like this witty answer to a question from the host, and she responded and said something like, "Oh, I gave it to him straight, no chaser," or something like that, or "Girl, give it to him straight, no chaser," something like this. So I liked that phrase, and I tried to think, oh, what would it sound like if it was in a chorus or in a song whereby everyone can sing it back to you really easily, because it's a very interesting and easy lyric as well.
Give it to you straight, no chaser.
I remember being in the UK when I wrote the original song. I was visiting my sister, and it was one of those situations where she was off at work, everyone was off at work during the weekdays, and I was the one at home sitting and, you know, finding things to do, keep myself busy. And obviously I decided to write, and that's when I originally thought of Straight No Chaser and watched that talk show, etc. So the original song is actually way different from what you're hearing now. Way different. In fact, the original song, I wrote it about 2 years ago, and it was supposed to be trap inspired, hip hop-ish. I actually think I have an audio of it somewhere.
Give it to you straight, no chaser. Give it to you straight, no chaser.
The theme or the concept of the lyrics was about politics. I was talking about how politicians sort of cheat on their citizens or their constituents. And so I wrote it with that in mind, but the way I wrote the lyrics was as if I was talking about a relationship.
Your campaigning has gained you no extra love. Now that I've been awakened to all you've done.
And then fast forward to what, you know, it came out as right now. I just decided to turn it into Swahili lyrics, obviously to, you know, make it relatable to the audience. And then I wanted to Africanize the entire concept of the video and such and such and such. But the inspiration of what it is now, how it's turned out now, came last year in October, when I was like, oh, I really would love to work with Nairobi Horns project. What could we do together though if I approached them? And then this song came about because I thought it was a really good chorus. I really like the chorus personally. Then I thought if it had a fantastic horn section accompanying, I mean, what would it sound like? I wanted to infuse chakacha with, you know, a brass section and see what that would sound like as well, because I've never heard anything like that myself. So it's kind of experimental at the beginning, but that was the inspiration for it. The funny thing is, I've never met Nairobi Horns project, but I've always heard them. I've listened to them in concert. I have watched them on YouTube. I've even recommended them to people who have been looking for a band for their event or whatever it is. So I'm always like, oh yeah, call Nairobi Horns project. I don't know them personally, but they do fantastic work, etc., etc. So I've never met them until last year. And I just simply went online, went on Instagram like any other person, looked for their page, clicked on the call button, and McKinley picked up the phone.
Yo people, so my name is McKinley from Nairobi Horns Project. I am the trumpet player, one of the 3 horn players that form up the trio.
I'm the trombonist, yeah, and I'm Victor Kinama, that's my name.
They are a bunch of energetic people. They have lots of ideas. They're super talented. Not just the 3 of them, but also the entire ensemble, right? All of them. Bass, keys, drums, guitar, all of them are really fantastic.
Well, Nairobi Horns is a group of musicians who like playing live music. We love African music. We are brought together by the sound. We are brought together by the intention to make music. We are brought together by friendship and music. Mimi ndio head boy, kichwa. I am the head boy. I am the bad one in the band. I'm the one who shouts at people. I'm the one who is chasing people around when they are late, like Victor Kinama. Wait, let me say again. Victor Mwendwa Kinama, majina za M-Pesa. He is The day Crystal approached me with the idea to make a song, we didn't have a musical idea yet. We just agreed we were going to make a song. And then we said we'll go and conceive the music in a jam session.
We met up, had a coffee and just discussed the idea, had a chat about it. I'd like to do this, what do you think about that? Or how about we try this? You know, all this kind of stuff. And then from there, we just said, right, next thing is just to go into the rehearsal and see what comes out of it. You bring your ideas, they bring their ideas, and then we see, you know, what sticks, basically.
We basically just wrote the song from scratch, like a bass line, what the piano should play, and what the horns should play.
The horns, like a breaker. We were just jamming at this session and we were just listening to ideas. They had some ideas because I had spoken to them before, meeting up in that space, and they had come with their ideas, I'd come with my ideas, and it was just about, you know, sitting down and sort of exchanging stuff. Together. Because I changed my line. I say get it together instead of when I go back to give it straight in your chaser.
So what do you want to say there?
I'm saying in the third line, you need to get it together.
The whole vibe in the song, it's amazing. I'd say Crystal is a bit of a perfectionist, but it's not such a bad thing because if you want something good, you have to put a lot of work into it. There was a lot of agreeing and disagreeing in the process. Then we made something solid.
So akaenda akaandika mishororo na ubeti na mistari, alafu akarudi na nyimbo ya straight no chaser. Ukipenda Kiswahili ni amenyoka, hakuna kufukuzana. The writing parts of the instrument started with the bass line. That is what is holding the song together. Yeah? And the bass stays on the same chord, just a minor chord. Dan, do, da, dan, da, da. That is the whole song. Hizi zingine ni kuongezea tu. So like say the drums play to the same groove, the horns are just looking to accent the same things, and the keyboards are just holding up a bed that the melody, the vocals can lay on. So that is like how it builds up. I mean, from the chorus start.
Give it to you straight.
Her vocal approach is different. Her voice is different in a way that iko na my effects. Come to a studio. Voice yake iko na tremolo, natural.
Give it to you straight, no chaser.
2/4 to the 3.
To you straight. Okay.
So
Unaka drumstick yako.
yeah, so I think 2/4 to the 3 and then sustain that 3. You know, for me, I'm an instrumentalist, so the song is lazy. Lazy in terms of tempo. Okay? So tempo ikiwa polepole mtu anaweza ringa. Unajua maringo, nyimbo maringo hizi kwa sijui utakuwa umechoka na maringo. But maringo ikiwa kama hapo 80 BPM hapo 90, maringo inatoka vizuri. So for me the idea was like a slow sultry song, you know, instrumentally. Yeah, but when she went to write about bad things, like people breaking up and a man who's not doing anything.
I think for me it's become a story of my life whereby I'm surrounded by lots of men and being the only woman. So sometimes it was like, oh, but now Crystal, why you do this to the boy child? Like, we don't know if you want to endorse this message. And I'm like, no, y'all, this is reality. nimekaa nikikuchunguza, nimeshinda nikinyamaza, nimevumilia long enough, nimechoka kukusukuma, mwanzo penzi maua.
There's a whole Swahili kind of articulation in her singing, like a very coastal influence thing, and she was very keen to have some Taarab kind of influence. So that is not something you get, like now people are trying to do rumba-ish more, but not like coastal Taarab-ish kind of based music. Track verse 1, chorus, bridge.
This is guide vocals or the vocal.
Do your best. We were shocked. Tulipigwa na butwa, tukapata bumbuazi, lakini maneno yalikuwa mazito na yalikuwa mazuri. So we didn't change the lyrics much. The music we had to play around a bit, but the lyrics,
mwanzo penzi maua, ila madoa zikatokea, hadharani eti wajita simba, tukiwa pamoja wendo. We've just finished Straight No Chaser. Guys have gone. I'm just waiting to pack my stuff up, alafu tuende home. But day one was good. I enjoyed it. Guys, these guys are like awesome. Horns project, I'm telling you, they're fire. I can't wait for the horns to be laid down. Lakisha, I finish with the rest of my BVs, the rest of my vocals, and then see what day 2 comes out like.
Dezo wansema wote, ahadi zako nshasikia zote, ila
Again, sorry. I'm trying to get that attitude that I had. My favorite line in the song must be, gosh, there's so many. Okay. Hadharani eti wajita simba, kumbe kati yetu wewe ndo mkia. I like that. Because it talks about many situations which many women will relate to, by the way, whereby they're in a relationship and this guy in public, hadharani anajita simba, he like out there with his friends, with his boys, he's the man, you know, everyone loves him, he can't do any wrong. But when he gets home, between the two of us, he's clearly not with the one wearing the pants, basically. So I like that line because it has come from not just my own experiences, but from many other women and many other places that I've had the exact same experience. So I hope that it resonates.
Shit. Yeah, that sounded much better. That sounded way better. I'm going to leave that. That coastal sound.
The objective of the song is to give women an outlet whereby they have an opportunity to understand that they don't need to hold things in. You know, it comes a point where, you know, women sort of feel, oh, let me just like hold on, let me hang on, let me try harder, let me give him another chance, a second, a third, a fifth, a 10th, and hoping all the while that things are going to get better. But at the same time, we are the ones dying inside. We're the ones sort of like breaking down inside, and our confidence is you know, plummeting, our self-esteem is plummeting, and our belief that we're going to find something better is also plummeting. So the objective is to give women that permission to say, you know what, I can just build up my courage and come out with it and give it to him straight, no chaser. I mean, he should be able to handle it. And if he can't handle it, then it's okay, because this is my truth. I'm trying to speak my truth right now. And that's what I hope people like understand about it. And I'm hoping that it will become like an anthem whereby women and men, actually, not even just women, but all people who see themselves in the situation can use this as an anthem, you know, in the soundtrack of their own lives for the year 2020 and beyond.
1, 2.
What makes this song different is obviously the fantastic horn section. Nairobi Horns project have done a like phenomenal job. They have literally, I'm just like blown away every time I hear the song. So that makes it different. I haven't heard many songs in our market sounding like this, which makes me very excited about it as well, of course. And what makes it different is the video itself. I really like the video as well, because it was really important to us to demonstrate diversity. It was also important to us to demonstrate like a narrative that people can see themselves in, and also put together everything really intentionally, whether it was styling, whether it was the set, whether it was the people who are seen in the video, the cast who are actually wafuasi, not just extras. Wafuasi are the people who support me and my music. We asked them to come along and join the video. So the people who you see are real people. They're not just people who have been called from some agency. So it was a really good and holistic thought process when it came to putting the video together, and I really love everything about it. Hey, what's up guys? This is Crystal Asige.
McKinley hapa kutoka Nairobi Horns Project.
I'm Victor from Nairobi Horns.
Check out the new jam, Straight No Chaser.
If you haven't already, please check out our new single, Straight No Chaser, with Nairobi Horns Project on my YouTube channel. And you can check out the audio. It is available for downloading and streaming across all major platforms.